point is with everyone who's new to cover design for paperback and for hardback, let me head over to the Kindle size calculator first. You can see my publishing dimensions, 6 by 9 inches. So we'll head over to the Kindle cover calculator, and this is where I predefined or selected my measurements. Okay. You get the measurements from your choice of publishing or your publishing dimensions that you choose. So you can see I'm publishing a paperback cover at the moment, or a paperback, and this is my layout. In inches is my measurement units, and then 6 by 9 I got that here from Scrivener. Let me head over here. That's the wrong book, apologies. Let me go over to the compiler, and there you can see my predefined format here is a 6 by 9. If it's not set there, you can always come into the editor settings. It's a bit slow at the moment, and you can go over to your page settings. Let's just give it a second, and there's your page setup. So under your page setup, you can also set it to 6 by 9 portrait, obviously. Let's just close this and head back to the Kindle cover calculator. Once this is done, you can click your calculate the dimensions, and then you can download it. But something very important to remember here is I always add 1 page to the total page count. There's a very good reason behind this. Is because Amazon or Kindle will add a page just before your title section. You'll notice it now when we update or when we upload the paperback. Once that is downloaded, and also just to mention, this is version 2 of my paperback cover for my title, The Haunting of Serpent's Manor. So if you go over to where I've downloaded the file and you open it with Photoshop, you can use whatever image editor you're using. You can just click OK, nothing fancy needed, yeah? And you've got your first layer. What really helped me in the beginning was to do this. You select all your layers. Remember, as I said, this is V2, so I already have all the assets gathered for my previous version, which was version 1. So I can copy these. I can copy the layers, and then it's a bit slow now. I think it's because I'm recording. And then I can just paste them, and then let's move this one to the top. This is always layer 1. Let's move it to the top if it wants to. There you go, Photoshop. Now, what really helps is don't duplicate this layer. There's no reason to do that. All you need to do is just set its opacity. There you go. Once you set the opacity, you can manipulate all your other objects or your assets to fit in exactly where you want it to go. To save some time, I've already done it, and you can see it here. So if we hide this layer, layer 1, you can see that it fits exactly into the safe areas where you want to. Talking about safe areas, let me just head over here. You can see option 3 here. This ruler here, this is your safe area, and my measurement is in inches. You can also duplicate that in Photoshop by going to your preferences, edit. This is Windows, by the way. Edit, preferences, and then you've got your units and rulers. And I've set my rulers to inches, so you can measure it, so that when you select an object, let's just make that one visible again. So when you select an object, let's just say I'm going to use the title on the cover. I've got it selected. I select the text tool, I click in there, and then I can drag my handles. I can center it, and I can drag my handles exactly to where those grid lines are indicated on the cover calculator. You can see in 3, so to make sure it fits perfectly. And you can do this with all your elements or your assets, whatever your author name. All your assets can be center line exactly as the same thing. So to test it, let's save it. We go save as. Oh no, this is very important, sorry, and it's good I've made this mistake. You have to, before you upload to Kindle, you have to hide this layer. It's important. You'll get a message that your updates were rejected due to your layer that wasn't hidden. It's got a funny message. I can't exactly remember what it says, but it's more or less got something to do with your section layer should be hidden or something like that. Let's go over to File, Save As. and then we choose, that's the paperback cover, and we go save, go yes, that's already V2, and we don't want to preserve the Photoshop editing capabilities because I want the layer flat. And then I go save as PDF. I've already done this, so let's save a bit of time. Okay, but it's saved in any case. So let's go back to Kindle. Oh, let's just drag this down. Okay, so this is the publishing dashboard. Under the paperback content, I've already updated my manuscript, uploaded my manuscript, and I've already uploaded the cover file, the one that I've selected here, this one that I just saved. And then we head over to the preview. Sorry, I've done this already just to save some time, otherwise this video will be very long. Let's just launch the previewer. And if you do this immediately after you've waited for the files to process, this will give you some messages saying that it's processing your cover file, it's processing your manuscript file. It will go through a few processing steps. Always wait for the processing to change, to be completed before I launch the previewer. Let's just check. There you can see everything fits perfectly. We can hide the guidelines, and there we can go scroll through the cover. And as I said, Kindle will automatically add a blank page before your title page, and that's why I've added the additional page to my page count. And I had to redo the entire paperback because the book is naturally thicker after I've added a few pages. The reviews and a few additional details I've added, so there are more pages. And then let's go back to the preview, and then another important piece of information that you might find helpful is this page count, which is 372 here. Don't take it from looking at your page count here. And I always compile into PDF format. Many people choose Word, but I prefer PDF because it gives me the ability to easily insert pages. There you'll see 365 pages. In reality, I've got 371 pages. The reason for this is the page numbering only starts on the first chapter. Your front matter is not included. The front matter and some of the back matter is not included in the original page count. So the back matter makes up for the additional, the surplus pages here. And that's it. And then one more hint that I can give you in Scrivener. If you go over to the compiler, this is my publishing settings from where I get my page count. Let's just get this one out of the way. Edit the chapter. There we go. Let's just click in that. There it shows you what's my lines, 14 lines below my chapter heading. And we've got Palatino Linotype regular 11 points at 1.15 points line height, and that really looks good. And on my new pages, I pad the top of my pages by 4 lines. This really looks professional. And then I uppercase the first words. This is just for aesthetics. It's got nothing to do with readability at all. And obviously this is my page title options. Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4 continues up until the end. There you have it. And then let's just go back to the previewer, and then we can see what that looks like after it's being printed. Let's just go through it. There we go. And of course I want my first chapter to start on the recto page on the right hand side, and I think this looks pretty much readable and looks professional and deliberate. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you find this video helpful. I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.